What's up, fellow mobile game fanatics? MyTyme here, back with another episode of WWE Supercard Season 3, and we have Team Road to Glory. So, currently there is just under 4 hours to go, and the top prize is that SummerSlam 17 Jack Gallagher. Now, unfortunately, we will not be getting this card. Now, I am part to blame because I could have played more till now a little bit. I was working, and to be fair, I could actually grind out these last 4 hours and put up a few points, but I don't think I'm going to bother. I'm at 360 at the moment, so I could very easily hit the I would get the 500 mark without any trouble, and I could push on to get 600 using those bouts if I thought we could get the card. But it does look like with a few of the other players not playing as much, once again we are going to fall short. So fortunately for me, Jack Gallagher was in the pro. The unfortunate thing is another single card that I won't have in the deck, and these Team Road to Glory seem to be proving troublesome in order of getting these cards. But there is good news. First good news is that I did get the Big Show. Okay, I won't bother showing you the Big Show because he is just the Big Show, but I did get that Big Show card, so that was good. But the better news is I had a King of the Ring which was a lot more successful than this King of the Ring, which I have given up. And how did I win that game? Pretty sure I'm not energized at all. Yeah, okay. So I'm just waiting for this to kind of get through. But I have that Pro Rhino, that Pro Brock, and now that Pro Bobby Roode. So I was able to get into a SummerSlam 17 King of the Rings, and I had a pretty tough one. And for manipulating my lineup, I actually did manage to get through to the final. Yes, I'm not too sure. My one before that, my reward was a Charlotte Flair, so that was really, really good. Really happy about that. I'm just finishing on working off. She's got a bit of work to go still. What's it, 3? Oh, she's a lot closer than I thought, to be fair. We'll be proing her very, very soon then. So she'll be going in my next King of the Ring, because that will give me the compatible pro with Becky Lynch, and I'll be able to put my WrestleMania 13 Fusion Nia Jax as the single card. So that is a good boost for me. Really happy there. But that was before I got to a SummerSlam 17 final. Okay, yes, you heard it. I got to a final, and I didn't bother to energize in the final. It kind of gives it away. Well, it gives it away a little bit here, because this isn't the reward that I got from my final, but it is another pro. Okay, so I did get to the final of a SummerSlam 17, and I got a card. Oops, excuse me, I've just got to fix something very quickly that fell off. There we go. And I got 2 pulls during the Ring Domination event. I said I was very close to one, and that came reasonably early, and then I played through some more, and I got a second one. So one of those pulls, pull number 2, was Jason Jordan. I was happy because it gave me a pro. Unfortunately, it was an up arrow, but the good news is he won't be incompatible with Brock or Rhino. Yes, to all power and toughness, but I've got my Bobby Roode as the strongest one in my, if I'm doing ranked mode, and then I've got Brock, Rhino, and Jason Jordan that I can put all together and at least not be incompatible. So that should hopefully help me. Now, the other cards that I got, here is Big Show. Other cards I got as we roll along, you'll see them pretty soon. Bray Wyatt, okay? Bray Wyatt was the first card I pulled. Now, it isn't a pro, but it is another card. And it's another example of me just thinking that I'm not going to use my bonus for my male superstar yet. I really, really hope there's a very good undercard for this week's Road to Glory. There's a good chance it's going to be not a particularly great card. I mean, Sheamus would be a good shout for card. It's not going to be any of these cards. It's not going to be Bray. And we just had Neville. TJ Perkins would be good. That would be pretty good for me because he's a down arrow and he'd be compatible. That'd be awesome. Potential for an undercard because he's not a middle to top tier card himself. Or Goldust, obviously. Yes, it's another up arrow, but once again, a pro. If I can get a few more pros just for those King of the Rings, just to help me out a bit, it should be a little bit easier to navigate my way to the finals. But the last card that we got, and my reward from my previous King of the Ring, there she is, Charlotte Flair. So yes, while I might not be using her at the moment, my first SummerSlam female, really, really happy to get that. We all know how difficult getting females can be, and they tend to be the deciding factor in the later King of the Rings when everyone else has a lot of the top cards. those females can be the difference between that 3-2 victory or that 3-2 loss. Fortunately, I now have WrestleMania 33 pros, but I need to get to work on SummerSlam 17 Pro, so I was really happy to get that card, and that's kind of where we stopped here. There's quite a lot for me to aim for now, in terms of I've got a few cards I can make a pro in the next event, a couple of lower tier tiles. I think it's going to be a miss again, because there are quite a few cards in the tier, and realistically I've only got Gold Dust, Sheamus, I think, possibly TJ Perkins, which could be in those undercards going to the big show. So that's kind of where we're at now. Unfortunately, I would love to have shown you some Team Battleground rewards. Now we've got 5 hours to get a claim phase. Maybe I will do this claim phase on camera, but it's very unlikely, and I'll tell you why. Because we get absolutely nothing. I've never had a SummerSlam 17 card from these rewards. Okay, winning, I'm not saying getting a consolation prize, I'm not getting a winning prize here. It tells you got a chance for a WrestleMania 33 to SummerSlam 17. Now it seems that the drop rate in these are even worse than the packs. Okay, the only good thing you really get from it is the battle points, which in future you'd hopefully be able to buy something half decent. The cards though, constant WrestleManias, can't get myself a SummerSlam 17 card. No point me buying anything in here. There's no point me buying a pair, because it's not going to be too useful. I don't need Hall of Fame cards at the moment, even though I don't have any. I wouldn't use 20,000 battle points. I'm just going to save them up, wait until probably next month where they decide to change the rewards. Maybe they'll bring in SummerSlam cards there. It is going to be a while. They won't do it at the beginning of a tier, and we're still kind of towards the beginning of this tier, so very unlikely that we're going to see any SummerSlam cards in rewards just yet, so I'll be holding on to those points. But I'm really disappointed with the packs. Can't get anything. I know it's not just me. I know a lot of you out there are struggling. Every time of a team of 10, you're lucky if one person gets a SummerSlam 17, and in our last two, only one person has. So that's where we're at. Not too much more to bring at the moment. I said they haven't got fusions out yet. They'll be along the line. The next event is obviously Big Show, but we don't know what the undercard is going to be. That's what I'm looking forward to next. Should be able to get that card. Got a bit of a busy weekend, but I've kind of planned a way of trying to get towards getting the card and being able to. I might not be able to do too much recording until the end of the weekend, maybe on Monday, probably Monday. But I should still get that card. Yeah, and I also do think I'm pretty close to another pool. So I've played it for quite a few games. I've done a little bit of work in this Team Road to Glory. I'm going to play it for the next few hours. Do think that before the end of this event, in the next 3 hours or so, I should have another card. Maybe if I do, I will bring that up online for you guys. Anyway, let me know how you are doing in Team Road to Glory. Let me know how you're doing in your King of the Rings and the event. What are you guys hoping the undercard is? I said I would really like another pro. I know we all do. Everyone's sitting there hoping for pros. But in terms of cards at the moment, it's only Rhino, which has made a pro for me. So I'd be really grateful if we could just pull out one Cat Daddy and give me a little extra boost for my next King of the Ring. Thank you very much. I've been MyTyme. Good luck with the event, and I'll be back when we know more on Thursday. Ciao for now.